performance there from Nigeria Professional Football League, La Liga Under 15. Sunshine Stars, Shooting Stars, those teams, those boys, they really show class when it comes to football. Under 15, playing as if they are really professional footballers. Welcome you on the show, 360 Sports on Trust TV. I am Adeni Ajishafe. Just have to look at the fact that Jose Mourinho shed tears of joy after his team qualified for the finals of Europa Conference League. At least a body in hand is worth more than $1 million in the boot. Good one for Jose Mourinho. Now using that to at least welcome you properly on the show, 360 Sport. We'll have to be starting from the Costa Rica draw. That's 2022 World Cup that will be coming up in Costa Rica for the under 20. And our ladies right now have been placed in a group that a lot of people are looking at. It's a very tough group. We'll be facing France, Canada, and also Korea in Group C. You have Costa Rica, Australia, Spain, and Brazil in Group A. In Group B, you have Germany, Colombia, New Zealand, and you have Mexico. And our group, as I read earlier, Nigeria and France, Canada, and South Korea. While in Group D, you have Japan, United States of America, Ghana, and Netherlands. Those are the teams that will be playing at the World Cup for under 20. It will be starting in August, and hopefully our ladies will do us proud. Twice they've gone to the final, and twice they've lost to Germany. This time around, we want to see them triumph in this competition. Joining me to talk sports is Olawale Peters, who I call Doctor now. Congratulations.
Not that you call Doctor now. Now a doctor.
And now a PhD holder. Okay, good one there.
Thank you so much. Okay, it's a very good development, and like you rightly said, and this is an opportunity for them to win the competition, having lost to Germany in 2010 and 2014. Consecutively. So we have all what it takes. And from the video we showed before the introduction, the under 15 boys, Promise Eagles, we have them here in the country, sincerely. We have the future. Just for us to do the right thing. And doing the right thing means selecting the right players without any sentiments. What we need to do is to give them the necessary skill that is required. Like for the Falconet now, I have so much confidence in them than even, I don't want to mention the Super Eagles this time around.
Just have to.
I don't want to mention the Super Eagles this time around. I have so much confidence in them. They've been to the final twice, whereas the Super Eagles, the best they've gotten to is round of 16. So that means if you push forward, we've learned from the mistake, the reason why we lost to Germany in 2010 and why we lost to Germany in 2014, and we give them the necessary training. I'm very, very, very sure that during this World Cup coming up in Costa Rica, we will do far better than our best. Our best is getting to the final. So what we are expecting from them now is to bring the trophy back home. A good
now looking at this group from the way it says, we know how good France, Canada, South Korea, those countries are very good when it comes to women football. We know how good Nigeria is too when it comes to Falcon. After all, we've been there twice, talking about finals, but we have attended the World Cup about 10 times. But from the way it is, this our group, France, Canada, South Korea, a lot of people are looking at it, it's it's going to be tough.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough, but I don't have any fear. The same in France, Canada, South Korea, Mexico, Germany, they were in the World Cup in 2010 and 2014 that we got to the finals. So that means that the fact that they are in our group doesn't mean we should be scared of them. They should be scared of us because we are the best in our continent, Africa. That's the truth. So we shouldn't go to the competition fearing that we will not qualify. Our target shouldn't be we qualifying from the group, from our group. The target is we want to surpass our best performance during the competition. Our best performance, like I'm going to say again, is we've been to the final. So the best we can get from there is to win the trophy, which I think it is possible. We need preparation. The players, they need to be emotionally ready for the competition. What do I mean? The allowances issue needs to be settled. The training, the infrastructure, the facility, the psyche, they need to put all these things in places to be sure that they go out there because we're expecting more from them and much is expected from us also to give it to them. To me, if you have early preparation, I will prepare them physically, psychologically, emotionally. We have what it takes to bring at least let's have something to celebrate when it comes to football in this country. It has been long that a trophy was brought
back home.
Yes, it's been very long. So this is the time for us to do that.
Hopefully, Falconers will do us proud this time around by getting to the final and eventually win this trophy. Twice they've gone to the final against the same Germany, and hopefully this time around the ladies will do us proud. We wish them all the best as they prosecute their games there over there at the World Cup in Costa Rica. Now we move away from women football. Earlier on, you saw some football artistry from the young lads under 15. Sunshine Stars versus Shooting Stars of Ibadan, the under 15. It has been ongoing over there in Remo Stadium in Ikene, where all the under 15 teams of MPFL teams, in conjunction with La Liga, came up with this, and it's been very, very enticing. You see these young footballers showing a lot of football artistry there, and we have to talk about the result of the semi-final that went down between the 4 teams that play in the semi-final of MPFL La Liga under 15. Well, it was a good one for Remo Stars under 15. They defeated Kano Pillars. Eventually, very good team. Kano Pillars have been bundled out. They tried their best, but they lost 2-0 against Remo Stars under 15. Shooting Stars of Ibadan also defeated Katsina 2-1. So it's all Southwestern derby now affairs rather. Well, the Kano Pillars, Katsina, both of them are out. So painful, because why I've been following the Kano Pillar player team. Really, they've done well in this competition. You see the way the young lads have played football. You'd be like, oh, they deserve to get to the final. But Remo Stars said, no, we will have to get this.
Okay, I think the 2-star knock out the key state. So that's the Shooting Star knock out Katsina, while and the Remo Star knock out Kano. So the 2-star knock out the key state, while the 2-star will meet at the final. A very good one for both the Kano Pillars and the Katsina. It's not about you winning the trophy. It's about you having a team. And I think what we need to do right now, I'm talking about the management of both the Katsina and the Kano. It's not after the match or after this competition now that they are going to disband the team. They shouldn't disband the team. They should allow them to continue to grow. What do I mean that they should continue to grow? If they have a competition that they are playing, and even this is the right time for the NFF to have a under 15 local league like we have for the Nigerian Professional Football League.
Let the league continue to run.
Let them have their own league to continue to run. It may not be up to 30 or 38, maybe 20 teams, so that they can give them ample time. They play once every 2 weeks, because they have to take their academics also into consideration, because they can give them, it's an opportunity for government to give them a scholarship that will enable them to go to school and play at the same time. So they shouldn't just disband the team after this competition. Then Unduka Ubade, he has a lot to do. What do I mean? With this competition, I expected him and his coaching crew to have selected at least minimum of good 20 players that will be representing the country when it comes to Golden England. Bring them together, let them work together, play together, and understand themselves together. It's a very good one. So the Kano Pillars and the Katsina United, they've done their states very, 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 very well. Also, the 2 stars that will be meeting in the final, let's see who will take it. Is it the Shooting Star of Ibadan or the Remo Stars that's hosting the home advantage? Maybe will speak for them or not. So a very good development, but you shouldn't let it end here. This should be the beginning of progression for this young lad.
Beginning of progression for these young lads under 15. MPFL La Liga working together to get the best out of Nigerian football. Very raw talent being shown there over there in Remo Stadium by the under 15 teams. Now we move away from under 15. Let's talk about Nationwide League. Well, that's our thought here. Quickly, we look at the result of matches that were actually played across Nigeria, where Smart City FC defeated Igomu 2-0, Ojodu Champions 2, Valiant FC 0. I have Hamola International FC. They actually won away against Akure City. IJ Atete Feeders played 2-1 against Nordic FC. Setraco 1-0 against Oyibe FC of Lafia. Malvern FC lost against Fosla Academy of FCT. Kanta Warriors 9, Chika Malami 1. What's the way to go? Jedo Academy 3, and have Matawali Maradun 1, and Zakbai actually played 3-0 against Wounded FC, and you have Flash Flamingos actually couldn't show any flash. They lost the game against Ashana FC 3-0. Those are the results. I will just speak for you there, about 10 of them. And you look at Nationwide League 1, always interesting, where raw talents dwell in Nigerian football.
Yeah, especially when the Warriors show that they are the real Warriors by scoring 9 good goals.
Seriously.
I can't imagine only one keeper going inside the net, conceding 9 goals. So you go in, you bring ball the first time, second time, third time, fourth time, up to the 9th goal. That shows that we have talent in this country. So that shows that there is room for improvement. We can do better than what we are doing currently. So it's a very good one. Very good one. Very good development.
We just have to look at our league. As we always advocate, no one else will do that except we do us by ourselves. Nationwide League One ongoing across Nigeria. That's where you find a lot of untapped talent. Now let's move away from Nationwide League One as we look at the big one that happened in Europe. Europa League semi-final was played. Eintracht Frankfurt, they actually showed their class as they were able to qualify for the final at the expense of West Ham United. 1-0 it ended. Rangers also defeated RB Leipzig 3-1, and you see Rangers qualifying on 3-2 aggregate. For Eintracht Frankfurt, they've done the business from first leg and they qualify easily. Eintracht Frankfurt really showed class. A lot of people were surprised the way they play football. That's Eintracht Frankfurt versus West Ham.
Okay, it's like we are not really watching the Frankfurt from the beginning of the competition. So they are the only team that are yet to lose a match.
In this competition so far?
So far, they've not lost any match. They've won 8 and they drew 4. So that shows that they came prepared. But they are like, nobody give them a chance that they are underdog. All of us are looking at West Ham. We are looking at Barcelona. It was their game against Barcelona that people started looking at, wow, for what they did, that shows that they are good. They have something doing. So that is the reason why they are where they are. They're not here by chance. Because you can't play 12 matches without losing anyone. So that shows that you came prepared. You have a game plan. And also they deny us watching 2 German team playing in the final. I'm talking about the Rangers this time around.
Rangers Leipzig, that game.
Leipzig, very, very interesting also. And if you look at the Rangers, from the 12 matches they've played, they've from the round of 16, quarter-final and semi-final, they've lost all their away matches. The 3 away matches they play, from the round of 16, quarter-final and semi-final, they lost. They only won their home matches. So that shows that the support they are getting from home is actually motivating them. Even the group stage also, they won from the 6 matches they play, they won 2, they drew 2, they lost 2. So they struggled to qualify. They came second from their group. So that shows that they are really getting that home support. When they get the home support, when they are playing the Frankfurt, who are well prepared for the match during the final, the time will tell. But the fact is that Rangers also, they've done the Scottish League very proud.
And I'm also proud of the Nigerians there, Balogun, Aribo, and Basi. Yeah. I'm sure you have
if you can't be proud of them for making Super Eagles proud, let's be proud of them for making their club proud. So that means they have priority, their club above their country. Let them continue.
Oh, my goodness. Well, you just have to talk about Europa League there. Rangers International doing so well against Leipzig, who we thought would be able to score through after winning the first leg. But the Scottish team came back to the business by doing it right. Now we have Rangers that will be facing Eintracht Frankfurt of Germany in the final of this year Europa League. Well, now let's talk about the second one. That's the Europa Conference League. Now, the man called Jose Mourinho, he was in tears as his team actually qualified for the finals of this year's edition. Well, this is the first time anyway, but at least I love the fact that he said, well, just for the fans. That was why he shed tears that, wow, these fans, they will have something. After all, he's struggling to get so qualified for maybe we'll be able to make it to Champions League or not. But from the way it is, getting this will be a big one. But qualifying for the final for Roma, that's a good one. Tammy Abraham.
Yeah, it's actually a good one. And then, like you rightly put, tears of joy, because now Jose Mourinho, either will like it or not, is one of the greatest managers in the world. He broke another record yesterday. He's the only manager now to have taken 4 different clubs to the final of European competition. He did it with Chelsea, he did it with Porto, he did it with Inter Milan, now he's doing it with Roma. And also Roma, the last time they played in the final of European competition was in 1991 against Inter Milan. Since 1991 up to now, they've never had that opportunity to have what it takes. And they've never won any European competition before. No continental trophy they have in their cabinet for now. And Mourinho, he has never lost any continental final in his career.
I just hope he'll be able to
so
win this.
that shows that this is an opportunity for him to make record the way he did at Porto, Chelsea, Inter, even at Real Madrid.
Even Manchester United.
Even Manchester United. He won the Europa Cup, and that's the last trophy that they've won. Since then, they have still been battling with. So that shows that either we like it or not, it's a very, very good coach. And he knows how to bring, what will I call it, a monster out of you. I saw Abraham yesterday. I was
the
like,
same Abraham that was in Chelsea.
Is it the same Abraham that was in Chelsea? The way he was playing, even he got to his time, he was asking for substitution. Mourinho look at him and just remove the same way he normally do to Drogba. That Drogba will call for substitution and said, no, you still have something to do. So that's a very, very good one. But it will have been good for them to win the trophy. So it's not over yet until it is over. But the master of tactics. That is the truth. When the match started yesterday, I look at the formation. It started with 3-4-3. I was like, wow, Mourinho has changed his mentality, philosophy from being a defensive coach to. But later on, he converted the 3-4-3 to 5-3-2 because he knows before the game, he has looked at the players he has. That okay, let me start with 3-4-3. So by the time I get the goal, I want to defend. And you can see them yesterday. They played the same way the Inter Milan of in 2009, 2010 play against Barcelona when they need to defend their goal. So that's a very, very, very good one. But they're not going to have it easy also because their opponent also...
Feyenoord qualified 3-2, beating Barcelona.
They're to qualify. And we should note also that they've not lost any match in this competition.
And they should watch out for
he has to watch out for them. So it's going to be an interesting match. And after all, Roma is the only Italian team that is playing in the final of any European competition this season. So it's a very good one yesterday.
They deserve that attention. Talking about Roma qualifying for the final Europa Conference League, and for the man, Jose Mourinho, will he be lifting this trophy, making a lot of record that anywhere he goes, he always wins something? Well, we wait and see who wins between Feyenoord and Roma. Feyenoord qualified winning 3-2 first leg, and now yesterday they just played goalless against Marseille, and it ended that way. But on aggregate-wise, Feyenoord qualified 3-2. They will be facing Roma, who actually make it 2-1 against Leicester. So painful. We hear Nacho to be out and Wilfred Ndidi in that particular game. Well, we have to look at the fact that Rangers, for the past 50 years, they have never been to the final of any competition, but this time around, they have making history. Rangers will be facing Eintracht Frankfurt in the final of Europa. Before we go quickly, let's look at a match was played in Italia Serie A between Salernitana and Venezia. It ended in favor of Salernitana 2-1 in that encounter there. You look at the two teams, Salernitana, when you look at the table of Italia Serie A, both of them are actually, Venezia are standing 19 or thereabouts. Salernitana just jumped up. Yeah, I think by a point, 29 points.
I think it's a very good one for Salernitana yesterday. It's a very good win for them. Currently now, they are above the relegation zone. They are now 17th on the table. And if you look at the statistic, the last 5 matches, they've had more points than any other team in Serie A. The 5 matches they've played, they've not lost a match. They won 4 and they drew 1. So that means they've gotten 13 points from 5 matches. That shows that they don't want to go to relegation. They still have about 3 more matches to play. They should continue the spirit because it's just a point that is separating them on the 17th position and the 18th position. If they continue like this, probably we'll see them in Serie A next season. But they have to watch the way they concede goal. They still have the record. They've conceded 72 goals so far this season.
That shows that they've been a basket team.
Definitely.
We have in Nigeria there, Simeon Nwankwo, who is playing, and also Venezia, they have Tyrone Ebuehi. So the 2 Nigerians. But the main thing is the fact that Venezia down the log table, in fact, 19 or thereabout. Then you have Salernitana jumping up, 3 matches to go. Even Venezia, if they win all their matches, they can still make it if Salernitana drops and other teams there. But Italia Serie A is getting more interesting now as all these matches have been played. We have to give you all these results, especially giving you much more concerning Nigerian football, Nigerian sport. We talked about MPFL La Liga, not forgetting Costa Rica 2022, where our ladies, Falconers under 20 women team, they will be playing against France, Canada, and also South Korea in their Group C. Hopefully this time around, the trophy will come to Nigeria. That's it on 360 Sport on Trust TV. I've been with Lawale Peter, doctor. Let me.
No worry, you get used to it very soon.
Good one there. Yes, I am Adeni Ajishafe. Thanks for watching.